Well, good morning. It is it started drizzling this morning, started downright raining.
Yep.
Which actually woke us up early, so I'm a little tired. But
I'm tired too.
The rain is actually what makes it so beautiful out here, right? I mean, you get a lot of snow, you get a lot of that rainfall, got beautiful rivers, and that is why everything's so green out here. It's a beautiful place.
It is a beautiful place. It's funny, we actually had somebody pull up in I think they were college students, pull up in like a rental Class C yesterday and like walk through our city, like, we're looking for our friends. We're like, so you think you're gonna
walked around the truck?
Yeah. We're like, we're kind of parked in here. Like, how do you think you're gonna get to your friends? They're like, oh, we're just looking for our friends. I'm like, that's a little interesting. Okay.
Like, are you high? I don't know, like, whatever. It's been fine enough today though. Otherwise,
yeah,
not nearly as dusty as the other spot, and super quiet relative. But
yeah,
we have an even better spot, a place that we typically wouldn't go to.
Yep.
This is supposed to be one of the most beautiful places in Canada. Let's go ahead. We have a boat to take. We're gonna take like an hour long. How long is it?
It's like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and a half, maybe.
Boat ride.
Yeah.
So we'll see quite a bit of scenery, but we actually have to be in line at like what, 10 o'clock?
We have to be in line by 10:30 at the very latest.
We still have some shopping to do. We want to hose this off if we can, just because it's a little dusty. And we have to drive from Squamish to, where are we?
Horseshoe Bay.
Horseshoe Bay. I don't know, let's hope we make it. We are officially sailing in open waters.
Sure are.
Boy.
We are leaving from Horseshoe Bay, which is Vancouver, and we are headed to Nanaimo, which is on Vancouver Island, and we're then going to drive 3 hours to Tofino.
This is an important safety announcement. To make your journey pets must remain in your vehicle or when disembarking. Please identify.
Well, that was kind of funny. As soon as these guys started talking about, oh, don't activate your car alarm while on this ferry, it will set it off. Immediately a horn starts blaring.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Apparently, like, the sudden shifts and turns and the boat will set the alarms off.
Yeah, this is a beautiful boat ride.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. So, and we've been to the water, I mean, kind of a similar area in Washington,
yeah,
but not like this. This is a little bit more dense, I think, in terms of lands, like little islands and such,
yeah,
which is kind of cool. So
the fog definitely is making it a little moodier.
It is. It feels like Twilight, which I think was actually shot out in like Vancouver area or Vancouver Island area.
Somewhere, yeah.
I don't know much about a Twilight. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, this ferry though, you wouldn't believe it. How much this thing costs? It's like $250 with the two of us plus the
$252 Canadian for us and
Welcome aboard BC Ferry.
for the truck, the trailer, and for the two of us. And the people cost was only $42.
What? But you also have to, so it's not like your car can get on board without you.
Over $500 Canadian to go both ways on the ferry.
Yeah. So, but it's a cool, I mean, a cool ride, and it's not super, it's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Which is not the same in Canada.
Luckily, we've done ferries before, and so we know that we should dress for wind.
Dress for wind, yes. So it's a little bit bigger than the Washington State ferries.
Yeah. Luckily, we are taking the ferry at the beginning of the best time to see whales. And so we could see orcas, we could see gray whales, and we could see blue whales, I think.
Blue whales. The Balaena musculus, the largest whale in the world. It's a beautiful thing. The largest mammal as well. What a wondrous thing.
I'm whale watching.
A lot of people don't know this, actually. The blue whale and the orca all work together here on the Pacific side, so in the Pacific Ocean. The Atlantic side, though, orcas will actually attack the blue whale for whatever reason. Here they hunt together and they work together. It's an interesting thing.
Well, there are resident orcas out here who like follow the salmon runs, which is why you can see them from May to October.
Makes good sense. I'd do it. You know these are going to be a little pricier, but that is insane. was a lot more driving than I expected.
We didn't realize how big Vancouver Island is.
Freaking massive.
Apparently, it's like 12,000 square miles, which is enough to fit all of the Hawaiian Islands plus the state of Connecticut into.
Yeah.
Which we did not realize it was that big.
When I think island, I don't like. I picture just it being packed with people.
Yeah.
The ferry ride was beautiful. You guys were with us, and then the drive afterwards was also very beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was 3 hours, but it was beautiful.
Their own lakes, huge lakes, mountains, rivers. Like it's a
whole thing.
I don't know what I was expecting, but this was not it. So, anywho, we checked in here. This is a Bella Bottega?
No, this is the Bella Pacifica
Bella
campground.
Pacifica, yes. And it's a cute little campground. We'll go do a little walking around. But when we booked our site, we got the last one that was available for the time slot that because we have it for
8 nights.
8 nights.
Yep.
8 nights. Wow.
8 nights.
Which is good because we need to catch up on sleep. That's
Yeah.
really what it is. But I guess the last spot means it's probably a truck camper spot or really a tent spot.
I think it was a truck camper spot. The tent spots are over there.
Yeah, you can see there's some truck campers, tiny class. This is us, and with our typical Libby, that is 24 feet 7 inches tip to tail. But this cutie behind us, Ellie, 13 feet 8 inches tip to tail.
And she fits barely.
Just barely. So I'll show you what. If we had a small motorhome or a truck camper, it would have been a little bit easier, but we made it work.
Yeah.
We are kind of right on the line here, so tiptoe across there. But we're back in here. Now, we thought about going kind of back there, but there's a fire pit. Maybe we can readjust this, and we have to obviously we actually have full hookups, which is kind of, well, it's partial, I guess. No, there's a sewer dump right there. We don't need it, but we got it if we want it. So yeah, full 30 amp, there you go. We have it looks like there's a trail back there. That's kind of cool. And then we set up our little outdoor rug, which is already getting trampled on. And we have a little bit of privacy here. This isn't so bad. And yeah, I mean, so we back our truck in here. We can access whatever we need to there.
Yeah.
This is not terrible.
I do think that if we get the opportunity, we kind of can't do it with our neighbors here today because they came in after us. But if they leave before we do, I think if we can adjust or we can get the trailer here instead, it might be a little bit
farther back.
Yeah, a little bit further back, and then I'll give us more room for the truck over there.
We tried to move the table back and forth, and we were like, I don't know. But yeah, we might then be able to back that truck in here and
make
then just
like an L.
Yeah, but then our connections.
Well, the water won't be that big of a problem. The electrical, we'll see.
Yeah. Anyways, but here's where we're at. I think there's a fire ban right now.
Yes, there is. There's a fire ban.
So whatever. And we'll say hi to Colt real quick. Hey, buddy. Oh no. You're gonna stay in here. We're gonna go for a walk. But he's been cooped up in the truck all day. I know, bud. I'm gonna take a little walk here because this is a pretty big camper. And actually, there's a couple things we'll show you in the next video, I suspect, because this is not only is it a large campground here, plus a bunch of other ones, which there's one in particular that seems really kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. But I mean, okay, so there's our site right here, and on the map it looked way longer. But check this out, right there's the beach. Let's go out there. This is nice. See a lot of tent campers in here.
I actually almost booked us one of these sites, but they don't have any hookups.
That's just fine. Yeah. We've got our little 6-gallon gray water tank. No black on this, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, we have full hookups if we if we really needed.
Right.
Yeah, look at this. Beautiful out here. So here's the Pacific Ocean, and this is even farther west than Cape Flattery, I think it is.
I think so.
This is hard packed sand too. This is kind of nice. I bet that tide goes all the way up too, or about all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. Lots of folks out here too. I'm amazed how many people there are out here.
There is public access. There's also a resort and cabins, and it looks like some like yurts maybe down there, like chopped up barrel cabin things. I don't know. We
were looking for like boondocking spots, free camping that you could do around this area. Not impossible, but it would definitely be more difficult.
Definitely more difficult.
Yeah.
You also have National Park nearby, so you can't camp in the National Park either.
No, I think they have a dedicated campground, but it's, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that water's cold. Let's see. No starfish out here. Oh yeah, that water's a little chilly. a little chilly. Yeah, that would be cool to paddle or really kayak out there would be where it's at. It'd be cool to go explore those little islands out there. This is neat. Beautiful. I bring our chairs down here, I think.
Yeah.
Just come and hang out. I really wish I brought more books. I've got one book that I've read most of, but I'd like to reread and then get all the way to the end. It's a book of poems.
I need to finish my book and then find another lending library and swap it out.
Ah, the lending library. We haven't seen a lot of those out here, have we?
For some reason, I feel like there's probably one out here.
Out here, probably.
Out
It
here.
seems like a lot of artsy-fartsy kind of folks.
Artsy and touristy, and it's like a 40-minute walk all the way to downtown Tofino.
Oh, yeah.
So, which is not that bad of a walk, actually. It's like a mile and a half.
Yeah, on the way in here. If you guys have ever been to Deception Pass, Washington, got some of those. It was giving Deception Pass. A lot of this area. It's beautiful. It kind of, though, feels just like the Washington coast.
Yeah, but Tofino's like the point of this little like peninsula.
Yeah.
So we haven't actually quite hit downtown Tofino yet.
Yeah, these setups out here, all tent sites, you do have power and water, it looks like. But
they're tent and some small trailers, but they're all booked.
yeah, look at that. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, all booked out, though. That's all right. They got the best views, tell you.
This is what I wanted.
And we're right up there, so we're early. I mean, we can see it.
We're the next layer up, yeah.
On the map, though, I thought it was a lot farther.
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many rigs here. Even on the ferry, I think there were like 6 or 7 RVs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, between
At
2
least.
truck campers, not including us, I think we've seen 4 other trailers.
I wonder if this is them.
That's a good looking Northern Light, all fiberglass. You know, a lot of people don't know this. Northern Light and Escape used to be the same company.
Used to be.
Used to be.
Now they're just cousins.
Yeah. Distant relatives. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know that. But of course, if you look at them,
Yeah.
the quality's there, the design, a lot of it's the same. Northern Light, I think, got split off a few years back.
Yeah.
So for this campground, it's a little different than many of them. This is empty, so we'll go in the men's room here. And there are showers here. So let me think, I think that's a toilet. Yep. But, yeah, oh, another toilet. But there is a shower. But it takes coins. So it's like 2 minutes. It says, please insert $2 coins, so which is called a toonie. A loonie is a $1 coin. And then the shower starts immediately. Yeah, that's one of their $2 coins, although we only had 20 US dollars. Is that a bear on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
She goes, I can't give you the exchange rate, so I'll give you basically 20 Canadian dollars for 20 US dollars.
We got screwed.
So, but it was better than trying to figure something else out.
Yeah, it's fine. And then they have a shower hut here, which those seem a little more private. These shower huts are, I mean, they have doors on them. Yeah, look at this. You've got a door. You still have to pay. Toonies. In my opinion, they are making a killing here. Although I will say, they got full hookups for most camper. If we were here with our rig, again, I don't think we'd fit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd just
Yeah.
unlimited showers.
They also have laundry here in between the men's and the women's bathroom.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you know how much it costs?
$3 a load.
That's actually pretty.
For the wash,
That's
probably
pretty
for the dry, it's a little bit less.
Yeah, so our walk, because we're gonna be using that bathroom.
8 sides.
Yeah, we're right down there. A couple folks between us, and there we are.
Yep.
But yeah, let's take a look. Some nice truck. We see a lot of these adventures. You do not see these in the States at all. They kind of look like a Thor product.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Oh, there's a Thor Majestic though. There's a vintage. We were just at their factory, Gulfstream. Yeah, some of these folks have some really interesting setups here. There's another one. They have little windows and a little. I don't know how you transport those. Look at this big sky.
They must fold down pretty flat. So this is actually a very large campsite, and we're in like 1/3 of it.
Yeah, there's an Arctic fox.
We're in the smaller section.
It's interesting. A lot of folks want us to review the Arctic fox, and we've done that a long time ago. Those videos get hidden because, you know, so many videos we put out. Look at the size of this one. That is a big old campsite. There's a lot of biking. We've seen a lot of people on mostly e-bikes.
We've seen bikes, we've seen surfboards.
We saw one of those one-wheel things.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are doing it. Yes, so there's 170 sites this way. I don't know if there's more that way, but we'll take a little walk over here.
Yeah.
Also, there's bear bear-proof canes and.
Yeah, apparently there's wolves out here too.
Oh yeah, they say don't bring your in the provincial or national park here. Don't bring your dogs out.
Yeah.
There's wolves.
There's 2 sites.
Yeah, that is a beautiful sight.
That's 2 sites.
Oh. Okay. Well. Okay. You're about to get real cozy with me. I guess it's a group site kind of thing, maybe.
This is one site though. That would have been my site.
That's a lovely site. Yeah, direct access down to the water too. Oh wow. I love this site. Yeah, basically tents, but wow. There are multiple loops here. We'll save one of these for later on. That little 13-foot could get through, but I don't think it's for big rigs. Perfect example of when an e-bike would be great. Actually, this is a funny thing. So we talked about e-bikes in a video that released recently.
Yeah.
We actually scooted a bunch of our videos up so that there's not such a look, because we were almost a month out. But in one of the videos, we talked about how we're looking at e-bikes and somebody commented, they go, why not like a scooter or a moped? They said moped.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is oil, gasoline versus we can charge it off solar for free.
Yeah.
Cost of purchase and the lack, you don't need a license, or insure it. An e-bike generally goes just about as fast as like a moped would.
Right.
A scooter, they're too heavy, obviously.
Yeah.
We have limitations on that for our particular trailer. But I've had scooters, I've had big old motorcycles. They're fine. They're fine. E-bikes I just find more fun. It's also easier to zip in and out of traffic in the cities and find places to park.
Yeah.
Whereas I've gotten tickets for I've got more than one parking ticket. What was at a mall? I ripped it right now. I was like, you're private property. Shut up. Get out of here. But anyways, I just thought that was a funny thing. So no, we don't. It's just more complexity. Then you got to get the big old helmets, and where the hell are we going to store those?
Right.
Things like that. If you're wondering, and I know some people. 68 and 69. That's a shared site, right?
69, 68.
I'm going to see if any of these are open actually for maybe like the second half of our stay. That'd be kind of nice. Oh yeah, 66 would be really nice. I doubt it's the same as ours, but this would be great.
Let's
Look
go
at all this
ask.
privacy. I know that some folks are they're kind of over the e-bike thing, and I think I kind of get it to some degree, right? I think the part that gets me is when there's channels. They're like, e-bikes are awesome. You should buy one. Use the link in my description. Yeah. But then they never use them. They sit in their garage. They collect them, or they get stolen, and that's the most use I'll ever see, right? Like that's kind of a shame. I like e-bikes. We'll keep on we'll do us, but I can understand why people would kind of get burnt out on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole different discussion. But let's run to the front office real quick. Also, there are a lot of really young people. Typically, when we go to campgrounds and walk through them or whatever,
It's families and older folks, but
yeah, families and I'd say 60 plus.
Yeah.
A lot of that retired.
yeah, retired folks.
Is usually what we see. Nothing wrong with that. But here we're seeing a lot of
Young people.
25 to 35.
Yeah.
Like our immediate neighbors are.
Yeah.
She looks like she's 22, and he's maybe 25. So I don't know. Just thought it was kind of funny. A little observation there. It's so cool. We're in a freaking rainforest here, and it's it's unseasonably warm. I love this. It's 72 to 74 degrees. I definitely don't need my jacket. But
Yeah, it's nice.
it's wonderful. We checked out some sites that were options. I think 3 of them did not have power at them, but one kind of behind us there, full hookups. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of we don't want to disturb our neighbors
Right.
because we're pretty tight. So I think hopefully we can just kind of rearrange a little bit, and we'll see.
Yeah, I think if we were rearranged would be better.
Also asked, and apparently still wolves and dogs. There's wolves out here, lots of wolves, very at that national park. Apparently what it is they're going up to people because they want to have a nice dog, small dog snack.
Yeah.
So if you have a tiny dog especially, apparently
I don't think Colt would be bothered.
I don't think Colt would be. They'd be like, what's up, bro? That's funny. So anyways, home sweet home. Look at that. I'm very happy. It's also great weather. It's hard to be.
Yeah, I'm actually glad we booked for as long as we did here because this seems like a really cool spot.
It's a beautiful spot. There is more to explore. Boy, I'm tired though.
I'm tired.
We spent 4 hours driving?
Yeah, it was 3.5 by the time we took a couple bathroom breaks and stuff. It was 4 hours.
Yeah, plus what we had before. Anyway, and we got up nice and early, but
I'm regretting booking the ferry out the way I did, and I might try to change it
oh, because the ferry back is like
early. We have to. The ferry back leaves at 10:05. You have to start checking in at least, like the latest you can check into the ferry is like 9:20. So we have a 3-hour drive, like more than 3-hour drive ahead of that. So I might see it because I think I can change the reservation. I'm gonna try to maybe book a later one for the day.
Yeah, well, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, they're booked out a little ways.
Yeah.
So anyways, the BC ferry deal, it's a whole thing. And not by any means cheap or relatively affordable for the common man. I don't know how people do it. I think what it is that like things just cost more, and that's your penance for not going back and forth.
Yeah.
I've seen it. We watch one YouTube channel though. Dude goes back and forth to see his kid. Oh, I have no idea how he does it.
Yeah.
A couple other updates here though. One, I wish we had a bigger fridge. The fridge in here, obviously for us, it's a little different because we're full time. But like, yeah, for a weekend or even a week-long trip, like this is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that like knowing we were coming out here and we were told that groceries were going to be a lot more expensive out here, we stopped at Walmart and tried to stock up this morning, and
Which was super expensive.
It was super expensive where we were, but also probably less expensive than out here. And also on top of that, that Walmart was kind of a fail because they were remodeling and they didn't have a lot of things.
Yeah, there were so many RVers there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of room. I think not being able to like freeze, like if you could freeze meat, like really for us it's meat and fruits.
Yeah.
Because we like to do smoothies. Although we didn't bring a blender, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Didn't bring the blender this time.
We didn't even pick up fruit though. Whatever. Anyways, that's kind of like one bummer, but no, it's been fine. We have been putting things in front of the door so that they don't fly open. It's been working, so that is great. This little it's such a funny little thing that anyway, I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. We've been playing around with Starlink, and this is a funny thing because I think this is going to be a controversial statement. Not a fan of Starlink.
No, not a fan of Starlink.
I mean, okay, so we had a not perfect line of sight, and I think that's the thing.
It was close though.
It was
like there was a wide enough area where it should have been fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, but I mean, it was just so bad last night. It just wouldn't stay connected. It was the same thing during the day. Like it would just get disconnected. It would stop. Like video uploads is really what we're using it for, wasn't it? And then a spot like here, we went ahead and plugged it in, and we're not getting any signal because there's trees everywhere, which is kind of the whole point of like, if we're camping, that's really what it is, right? If we're camping out in the wilderness, this is kind of where we're going to be. We're going to have trees and such. If it's not useful here, then it's not useful at all. It's not worth the money. Even though I think the residential plan, they like dropped it down, but if you want to roam, it's kind of expensive for what it is. And then you have to rent. I think you have like, they lease you the satellite, the Starlink dish. There's a mini version, whatever. But
the whole thing.
And then you don't get unlimited data unless, I don't think with a roaming plan you can. I don't know.
No, and then it's like ugly having the cables running through your campsite all the time. Yeah,
yeah, that is the thing that I kind of noticed. Not a huge deal, but I'm afraid that we got the regular size, we're borrowing from Escape, and which is super cool. But yeah, I now understand why people have to put them all the way, like at the end of their, in the national forest. And it's not enough to like stream, so it's like, what's the point? Or if we're not here, which it's like, this is why we do it. We want to disconnect. We want to get off grid. If, however, we are not out in these areas, we generally have service. Like even here, right in the spot, we have cellular service. So we have Wi-Fi. We have our router. So I don't know. I know that's a big thing for people. They're like, you got to get Starlink. You got to Starlink. And when it works, I can't say that. It doesn't work very well for us.
It's intermittent at best.
Yeah, but
it's gonna poop on you.
I can see that if you do have good line of sight, do not poop on me, bro. If you do have line of sight, it's a good backup.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
The places we like to be don't necessarily always have the best line of sight.
No, I'm trying to think of any place that would, and I can't. Whatever. Hopefully we have a very peaceful stay coming up. I'm very excited about it. We might move the trailer like we talked about,
Yeah.
But other than that, like I think we're just gonna relax, breathe.
You can hear the ocean, which is nice.
We can't. Actually, you can. You can see it. You can see it from our spot. Better than the other ones. Because we're right sort of view side. What a lovely stay out here.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, I kind of miss our E23, but
Ellie's cute. Ellie's fun.
Ellie's adorable. But this video is long enough.